Resources. 5, Tatiana Grace. Number 14, Kayla Chrysler. Number 9, Elise McDonald. Number 49, Lyric Lightfoot. Number 22, Marissa Missione. Number 12, Sophie Rivero. Number 10, Maria Rojas. And number 6, Camila Ruiz. And head coach for the Panthers, Jordan Edward. Now, for NSU University School, with a record of 12 wins, 3 losses, no ties. Number 0, Reina Silver. Number 4, Simi Mangan. Number 6, Maya Berkman. Number 8, Gianna Sanchez. Number 11, Annie Levine. Number 12, Kinsey Morris. Number 21, Gianna Rico. Number 22, Hayden Libbert. Number 29, Reese Sobel. And number 24, Keandra Griffith. And for the Sharks starting lineup, number 1, Alvaro Ramirez. Number 3, Taylor Smith. Number 7, Jada Graham. Number 9, Shyla De La Cruz. Number 10, McKenna Wick. Number 13, Aaron Herrera. Number 14, Dr. Rasmus. Number 16, Alejandra Hertz. Number 17, Sadie Jones. Number 19, Cyan Kellier. And number 20, Mackenzie Charles. And head coach for the Sharks, Diego Estremadura. Thank you, and let's have a great game. Go Sharks!
All right, folks. Well, it is Friday night, and this very exciting playoff competition continues with this semi-final matchup in the regionals. And it's the Panthers who are visiting today. Coral Springs Charter Panthers. This was a matchup we saw quite recently, and the Sharks won by 1-0. I was having a little chat with my producer before the game, and we was of the opinion that it might be a little bit more straightforward for the Sharks tonight, but we will see. It is a knockout game, so we will have extra time penalties if we need it. But we'll see if we need that, because it's very rare that we see a tie in any of these games. So the Sharks have it in their locker to see this game out in regulation time, but I think the Panthers will have something to say about that themselves. It was an 8-0 victory for the Sharks last time out. They didn't need the full 80 minutes to get that done midway through the second half, when they finally got the 8th on the board and brought the game to an end. Well, the Panthers are ready to get started. They're already out in formation and ready to get this game going. It looks like they have the kickoff, and just waiting for the Sharks to finish their pre-match team talk. And if this is your first time joining us, the visitors, the Panthers today, are here in white, and the Sharks wearing their blue uniforms here at their home field on the campus of NSU University, the University School Sharks. And the players look suitably pumped up now, and all that remains is to get this game underway. There was a very exciting boys game before this one. That went right to the wire. It was a 1-goal game, and a lot of the people who have came down to watch that game have hung around for this one. A few other friends, family, and fans have turned up as well. And now we are finally underway. A little bit behind our scheduled 7 o'clock kickoff time. But it's the end of the week. It's Friday night, and it's we haven't got to be up early tomorrow, I don't think. I don't know, I don't have to be, but up early here with the Sharks. They'll keep that one in. Well, they know it just runs out. I was just taking a look at some of the stats before the game, and Taylor Smith indeed is over 20 goals now. She's on 21 goals according to the statisticians. I feel like there may be a couple missing in there. It feels like it's more than 21, but chasing her down is De La Cruz on 13 goals, and Raskin has 8 And that's where the goals tend to come from, as Mackenzie Charles reads that one well and sends it out for a throw. And all three of those players are on the field today. Taylor's been on the field for every game, I think. De La Cruz has missed one or two, so he's not started one or two, and I think Raskin has missed one. But when all three are on the field, the Sharks tend to play quite well. This is a decent little chance for the Panthers. Some good work there by Jada Graham and Gianna Rico. And that will be a throw-in for Coral Springs Charter Girls Panthers. And Jada Graham looking to pick up where she left off last game. She gave none of the opponents any time, took no prisoners, showed no mercy, as we come to expect from the Sharks. There she is again, getting a foot in, keeping that ball in their opponent's half. And unlucky there for the Panthers, and the number 10, Maria Rojas, can't keep it in play, and it will be Rico with the throw-in. Smith trying to use her strength to keep that one in, but looks like she's put it out for a throw. And it will be the Panthers with the ball down the line. Graham and Smith in there, Raskin in there, helping them now as well. And in the end, it's sent downfield. Ramirez does well to keep her eye on that and get her kick right first time. Good touch and a good pass by Rico, and then a long ball forward looking for De La Cruz. And it's a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. De La Cruz loves those balls over the top, and she's so good at timing her runs as well. Rarely gets caught offside. Wickman gets that one down at the second time of asking. Forward to Zelnick, I think. A lovely spin move from Zelnick. Another player to take on. That's good defense from the Panthers there. That was an important tackle. If Zelnick had got in behind there, it would have been a great crossing opportunity. The Panthers keep the ball, but that's a giveaway to the one player you don't want to give it away to, Bianca Raskin. And over to the left-hand side. Here's Zelnick again. Panthers back in good positions. Smith's in the area. Graham is lurking on the edge. High pressure coming from the Sharks. Scored very early on in the last game as well. And they've come flying out of the blocks here on Friday night at AutoNation Field at the University School in Davie, Florida. Lovely evening. Maybe a little bit too warm, but certainly good conditions for the players out there. De La Cruz slips it through to Smith. Smith gets away. That's a tug back on Smith. Well, the referee's going to give a goal kick. I think Smith is making a little appeal there. Well, hey, that's a foul. And I think we'll see a replay of that. And there's a definite tug on Smith. And yeah, it was, I think maybe Taylor was a little bit too honest there. And if she'd have gone down, she might have caused a problem for her opponent there, because it was a clear foul for the last player. And you know what? I think that's just going to fire Taylor Smith up. That's the sort of player she is. Smith trying to win that ball. It's over the head of Rico. Rico puts it out for a throw-in. Good little opening passage to this game. A couple of decent chances for the Sharks already. Ball flicks up, and the referees say that one's gone out, and it's going to be the Sharks' ball. Player out there with a mask on. That's the number 9 for the Panthers. Here she is on the ball, Elise McDonald. Dispossessed. Here's De La Cruz. De La Cruz tries to switch that play over. Herrera was there, couldn't quite get there. That was the ref's whistle. That's the strangest referee's whistle I've heard in my life. It sounds like we're at a train station. There we go. But it is a free kick to the Sharks. Mackenzie Charles loops it over towards Zelnick. Doesn't quite reach Sadie Zelnick. I'm getting really good with Sadie's name now. I don't think I've called Zadie Selnick for a long time. A reminder that a victory today does mean that there will be a final game in this regional competition as Smith charges that one down. What did I tell you about Smith being up for it? Sends in the cross, loose ball, Rustin! De La Cruz, it's a goal! And De La Cruz finishes it off. Well, it's taken just 7 minutes here for the Sharks to get on the boards. And here's the replay. Wonderful work by Smith. Keeper does okay. Raskin tries to drill it low, but it can only be helped into the path of De La Cruz. De La Cruz does nothing up here, and already the Panthers are looking at a tricky night here in Davie, but there's still a long, long way to go. I'm not sure of the exact stat here, but it must be a long time now since Avril Ramirez has had to pick the ball out of the Sharks' net. And certainly a couple of games now without conceding a goal. And that's a compliment to Ramirez and also the defenders. The defenders always like to think of those folks as a little team within inside the team. And we've settled down into sort of a familiar back four of Rico and Wickman on the wings and Mackenzie Charles and Cyan Kelly in the centre. McDonald trying to get the ball in. McDonald still has it out onto the left-hand side. Here's McDonald again getting involved in play. Nice block, I think, from Raskin. And that one will go out. Well, if you can watch that goal back. Taylor Smith, by her standards, had a bit of a quiet first half in the last game, but she's come roaring into this one. Had a great chance early on and made no mistake winning the ball back high up the field and getting it into the box for De La Cruz to finish off. And I did say before this game, when you have those three players on the field, it's usually a tricky night for the opponents. Rico cuts inside. Good stuff from from Raskin and Smith. Here's Graham. And trying that through ball. Good positioning by McDonald, and she's trying to G up her teammates as well. Long ball down the line. And it's helped on by the number 17, which is Nia Etienne. The last time these teams played, Etienne was a thorn in the side of the Sharks' defense. And she's a very dangerous outlet. If the Panthers are going to get back into the game, they need to be getting Nia Etienne the ball. Being corrected once more. It's a team. I'm not here because of my wonderful diction and the fact that I can say all the names right. I'm here for my infectious enthusiasm for the sport of soccer. So I have that in my locker anyway. So it's a team. There we go. Yeah, we're always all still learning, even the middle-aged gringos among us. And this throw-in is for the Panthers. Good stuff by Rojas trying to get it forward. Well, I'm basing that on my knowledge of French soccer. And there's a club called Saint Etienne. So I'm going to have to call that club and tell them that really their name is Saint Etienne. This is a bit better from the Panthers. Retaining ball in midfield, and the referee says that's hands, and that's going to be a free kick. Nice atmosphere down here tonight. A big bunch of supporters right in front of us on the halfway line checking this game out. It's good to see some of the student athletes maybe playing other sports at university school coming out here tonight to support the Lady Sharks as they march on in this competition. Ball comes through to Smith again. Good touch, good control by Smith, trying to send it through for Zelnick. Zelnick takes a touch. Early cross from Zelnick, and I tell you what, Needed an intervention there because Dela Cruz was lining it up for a second of the night. And it's a corner kick for the Sharks. Looks like Smith is over there taking it. 3 players still back for the Sharks. Don't need to take too many risks here. It's not the best corner in the world near post. Smith gets the ball back though. I think Wickman is in there having a shot, and it's going to be another corner kick. The pressure is piling on here for the Panthers. Well, they've got out of a couple of corners already. Let's see what the Panthers do here. The referee is just checking something in the box. Here comes Smith with a corner kick again. This one's a bit of a better delivery. A little bit too far. Dela Cruz is off after it. Great stuff by Dela Cruz. Great cross by Dela Cruz. And a good header. Oh, and it almost creeps in. There was a few headed goals as well in the last game. Mia Herrera was the one scoring them. And I think that was Mia again lining up that header. And it will be a goal kick. This one long downfield. Looking for a teen, and that's a great move as well. Here she goes. Well, it's not a teen, but it's a great run by the Panthers player. And we're going to come back for a free kick for the Sharks. Kelly across to Mackenzie Charles. Down the line, looking for Graham, doesn't quite get there. And that great run was by the number 13, Abigail Gillette. Waiting for someone to correct me, and actually it's Gillette or something. But that's two good players that you want to get the ball to. Etienne and Gillette, and then Rojas behind them. There's definitely potential in this Panthers lineup, especially that front three. They've got out of the first 15 minutes only conceding 1 goal. There's still a chance here for the Panthers to get back in this game. Charles goes long with the ball. Oh, referee! Well, that would have been a close one. Assistant had a great look at that one. I think Taylor was just onside there, but we'll see. It's the goalkeeper who's going to take this. There we go. Another keeper with a big kick. That's right towards Wickman. Wickman loses the ball momentarily, but between her and Kelly, they do well to get the ball. Here's Wickman again. Wickman with a long ball looking for Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz does brilliantly. Moving down the left-hand side. Chips it forward for Smith. Oh, well, that looks like it's outside the area. No, it's a penalty kick. It's a penalty for the Sharks. Well, let's take another look at that. That was, well, I'll tell you what. She's one of the bravest players on the team, and she loves to get involved. She doesn't back out of a physical battle, and it's good to see her getting up to her feet. I'll be surprised if she takes this penalty because she's going to be seeing stars for a bit, and I think Raskin is going to find the ball to take the penalty. But I think when she closes her eyes to go to bed tonight, Taylor Smith, she's just going to see goalkeepers coming at her. She's going to have PTSD about that one. And it looks like Raskin with a penalty. If I was coach, that would probably be right at the top of my list of penalty takers too. So, to double the lead here, to make it 2-0 to the Sharks, it's Raskin. The referee just telling the players to get their distance from the ball. Raskin just needs to keep ahead here. Referee blows his whistle. Raskin with a short run up. And Raskin slots it. That's such a good finish by Bianca Raskin. Well, I told you. I mean, I don't think my missus would be very happy. I think Raskin would be quite near the top of my list as well. And just so coolly done. Just that nice measured run up and passing it almost into the back of the net. It's 2-0. About 17, 18 minutes gone in this game so far. Well, exciting stuff here at the university school. Raskin in midfield finds a little passing route across to Rico. Rico has Graham outside, goes to the 1-2. But that one is intercepted by Gillette. Ooh. Jada Graham. I, I love all the players, but there's certain players that I really like how they play the game, and Graham is one of them. Another one who's not afraid to play the physical side of the game. Maybe going to be a long night for those Panthers defenders. Panthers trying to find a way through there, and again, the Sharks just dealing with that one, taking no chances, putting it out for a throw-in. McDonald on the ball, uses it quite nicely. I think that might have been Roas sending it in, and Wickman is there to take care of it. Well, the Panthers have been caught on the counter-attack a little bit here, and you usually get a drinks break, a refreshments break midway through the first half, and that's coming in the next minute or two. And that will give them a chance to take a breath and maybe get some substitutes on the field and mix things up a bit. Ball in the middle of the field there, looking for Smith. Smith wins that ball. Graham sweeps it up, and then Rico sends it forward back to Smith. Smith trying to go outside. Graham there in support, but it's going to be a throw-in. Rico forward to Smith. Smith trying to help it on, but there's no one chasing that one down. Another throw. Good job by the ball kids down there. Keeping the game going. Rico down the line to Smith again. This time it's going to be a Panthers throw. Raskin wins that. Dela Cruz again trying to work her way through 3 defenders. This time the defense comes out on top. Wickman was back there getting tackle in, but here come the Panthers. Wickman's a little out of position here. There's a chance for a through ball here, but it slows down a little bit. And chipping that one forward, and Kelly leaves it for Ramirez. And that's good play by the Sharks. Winning the header there for the Panthers, number 8, Sophia Ruiz. And that is the drinks break in the middle of this first half. So we'll be back in about 60, 90 seconds with the second part of this half. It's 2-0 to the Sharks.
Tonight's game in the 2024 FHSAA Class 3A Girls Soccer Championship is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student-athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship. For the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including results of all tournaments in the 2024 FHSAA Girls Soccer Championship, visit FHSAA.com, official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association.
All right, we are back. It's usually difficult to tell if there's been any changes, but it looks pretty familiar out there for both teams. Rico will throw it back to Mackenzie Charles, and we are back underway. Good stuff by Charles. Keeps ahead. Back to Kelly. Kelly forward to Herrera. Back to Charles. Raskin looks up. Sees Jada Graham. Oh my God, that's a worldy pass. Graham takes one touch, sends the ball across. Oh, it's a little bit behind Zelnick. It's a good move by the Sharks, though. Rico sends it across. The ball is up in the air. 3 Sharks go for it, but it's the Panthers who get the last touch on the ball. And now they can get Kelly here. There's a bit of pace to burn for the Panthers. This is a really good chance for a counter-attack. Kelly has done a good job of just moving the player away from goal towards the corner flag. So good stuff by Cyan Kelly. And that one is out for a throw-in. We don't get much chance to talk about the defenders on this team because the Sharks are so very good going forward, but that's everything you want from a centre-back there from Kelly. Even if she was a little bit behind the ball, she just did enough following it back up to make sure that the Panthers player could not get too close to goal. Rico progresses, tries to send it down the line for Jada Graham. And it is lively down here today. Of course, it's quite famous in this part of the world and something I've come to love myself, the Friday night high school sporting events. Oh, the great stuff by Raskin. Doesn't win the ball, but good technique on the tackle. And it's always a brave decision to go to ground on a artificial surface like this. Panthers have done all right since the drinks break, and they might be in again here. A little mistake by Wickman at the back and trying to get that cross into the area. That one's behind the goal, and it will be a goal kick for Avril Ramirez to take. Kelly sends it forward, and that's going to be offside. And that one was pretty easy to call. Taylor Smith is protesting her innocence on that one, but even from here, I could see that one was offside. The Panthers goalkeeper likes to come up and take these long free kicks. I think it says Isabella Ruiz in goal for the Panthers. And it's another useful kick forward, and they let that one bounce. This is a little dangerous here for the Sharks. They just get a lucky break there. Rico and Raskin back there doing some defending. Oh, lovely stuff by Zelnick. And trying to get it through to De La Cruz. The pass wasn't quite there, but you always get those little funky, flary moves from Sadie Zelnick, and she just darted away from a couple of players. Exciting stuff to watch. 15 minutes remaining in this first half. It's still 2-0 to the Sharks. I do understand that the live streaming isn't actually possible. So this, if you're watching this after the game has finished, then thank you for checking it out. As into the area, we come again with the Sharks. And that was a cross, really. It was a difficult angle to try and finish it off from. Graham just couldn't get to that cross from De La Cruz, and it will be a throw-in for the Whites. Good stuff from Herrera, and Smith is helping her out as well. Herrera trying to get forward, but it's McDonald who brings it out. And Jada Graham says, I'm having none of that. Absolutely picks the pocket of McDonald there. And the ball is sent out, and that will be another throw for Rico. Smith to Raskin. Raskin with a low ball forward, looking for De La Cruz. And it was, again, nice one-touch flowing soccer move. Here's De La Cruz. It hits De La Cruz on the hand, and we'll bring it back for that unintentional handball. Well, good calls from the referees so far tonight, and definitely got the penalty shout right, and a couple of offsides. So another good South Florida refereeing crew down here. That's good stuff by Wickman. Wickman over the halfway line. Zelnick just about manages to keep it in. It's a throw-in to be taken by number 10, McKenna Wickman. Graham's coming short. And Graham is going to take the throw. Could be an overall tactical change, that, and Graham going to Wickman's position and Wickman coming over to play on the right wing. Just running out of room down there. That's going to be a Panthers throw. And what's been a lively game so far, just gone a little off the board in the last minute or two. I'm sure that will change soon. Ball spoons up, controlled nicely. And in the end, it's a long ball. Again, one for the Panthers to chase, but that's easily going to be Ramirez on the end of that one. And she can take her time with this with no pressure coming. Nice big kick from Ramirez. De La Cruz, good stuff. Smith is off after it, and Smith is offside again. This is good for the Panthers because they do have this outlet to get the ball forward very quickly. With these free kicks from the keeper from the offsides, that one's quite good. That field is a little bit in the back from Kellio, and that's a free kick. It's a little bit like a football game, moving slowly down the field, launching a long pass downfield, and then having another go at it here. Let's see what the Panthers can come up with. Looks like McDonald is going to take this free kick. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 players in the area. So this could be a short one. There's not too many players forward. McDonald wants to test out the goalkeeper. Ramirez has to make sure there. It's in the back of the net. But the referee, I don't think, has awarded a goal because I think it did hit the football post behind the goal, and that usually results in a goal kick. So again, I think that's the right decision from the referee. The Panthers have the ball in the net, but it won't count. It's a nice little idea there, trying to clip that slow ball through ball into the path of the Panthers attacker. Didn't quite come off. Ten minutes left of this first half, and still a reasonably comfortable lead for the Sharks. Charles rushes that one a little bit, and they don't clear the danger. And this is an interesting area if you have a long throw. Well, no, it's going to be a Sharks throw in after all that. And a nice easy one then for Kelly to take possession of. Downfield to Dela Cruz. Another great touch by Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz tries to send it forward for Smith. And that will go all the way through to Isabella Ruiz. Big kick from Ruiz. Nicely watched by Rico. But here come the Panthers again. That's a nice turn and a good pass into the area, but straight at Ramirez. That is still better stuff from the Panthers, though. I think they would be very keen to score a goal before the end of this half. Take it back to a 1-goal game. Shayla Dela Cruz can't keep hold of that one, but that's okay. They win the second ball. Zelnick's away after it. Wickman arriving at the far post. Smith is in there too. And a good tackle by the Panthers in the end. Smith controls the throw in. Bit of work to do down by the corner flag by the Sharks there. It's good stuff by the Panthers getting it out. Once again, trying to turn Kelly. Kelly does well, but she gives away another free kick. Well, there's no free kick there for the foul on Herrera. I thought it was a foul. And it's still Panthers ball. A little chip shot from distance and an easy one for Ramirez. I think Ramirez will be quite happy for them to take pot shots from that sort of distance outside the box all day long. More good work from Smith. Looks up, takes a touch, sends it forward for Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz, this time she's forced a little bit wide. Not sure who got the last touch on that. It's going to be a corner kick or a throw-in. And it looks like a... trying to see what the ref is pointing to here. It's a throw. Done quite well with that throw-in, though, and it comes looping in. Doesn't miss by much in the end. The goalkeeper was very casual. Must have been confident that one was going out. Ruiz with the long goal kick downfield. It comes to Gillette, I think, but Herrera is there to sweep that one up. And then forward again quickly to Shayla Dela Cruz, and then the ball in for Smith. Smith again trying to get past the defender, but that's some good defending. The defender staying on their feet. Just a bit of fluency gone out of the Sharks game here over the last couple of minutes, but it's been a high tempo first half, and it's a little warm down there, so it will be a little bit more draining than the last couple of games have been. It's a little chilly spell we had down here in South Florida moves away a little bit. And the chance to get the ball forward by the Panthers. That's not a very good ball, and there's no one chasing it either. And nice easy one for Ramirez. She will wait for the pressure to come, pick the ball up, take a few more seconds off the clock as we approach half time here. Zelnick working hard, trying to win this ball back. Zelnick still in there. Smith comes to help her out. Zelnick's up quickly and trying to get forward. Rico with the throw to Herrera, and then Herrera just trying to bamboozle the opposition with a little spin move, and then trying to clip that one in for Dela Cruz. Doesn't come off. And the Panthers send it long again. One for Charles to deal with. Charles steps round the pressure coming, sends it back up to Raskin. Oh, Zelnick maybe could have gone for that one. I think she wasn't expecting that ball to beat the defender and come all the way through. Sometimes when I do watch these games and one team goes behind, I do think it is very important that the team that's trailing don't really lose their heads too much. There's still a lot of soccer left to be played. It doesn't look great at the moment on the scoreboard, but there's still a lot of time to get those 2 goals back. Well, that is easier said than done, especially against a team like the University School Sharks. Great stuff by Smith trying to pull the jersey. That's not going to stop her. It's traditional to wait until after the game until you swap the jerseys, but one of the Panthers trying to get a hold of Taylor Smith a little bit earlier on. Maybe that's where Taylor Smith's sleeves go. People trying to grab a shirt when they're trying to stop her going downfield and sleeves come off. Taylor Smith has put 100% into everything so far tonight. McDonald gives it away to Raskin. It's back to, it is now Graham over there at left back, who's gone from right wing to left back. Trying another slick passing move down the left-hand side, and with the clock running out in this first half, again, that one comes to nothing. But they've arguably done the hard job here already, the Sharks, by getting themselves a couple of goals ahead. It's a matter of keeping that advantage now. Zelnick trying to turn away and use her pace. Zelnick loves these one-on-ones. Cuts inside, trying to swing it in with a left foot. Still a decent chance on the edge of the area, but more good defending by the Panthers, and kudos to the defenders who have Done a good job keeping this respectable so far in the first half. Nice interception from Charlotte de la Cruz. And it will be a free kick as well for the Sharks. Looks like Graham will take this one. It must be as it is. But when they start chopping and changing positions and moving the left back to the right wing and so on and so forth, it's going to keep you guessing. Well, there we have it, the end of the first half, and it's 2-0 for the Sharks. Second half coming right up.
The Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes corporate partners who help make the FHSA Girls Soccer Championship possible. Team High School, the official merchandising company of the FHSA. Gatorade Thirst Quench, Max Friends, official score and statistics of the FHSA. Go Fans, official booster and ticket provider of the FHSA. The NFHS network.
All right, folks. Well, how lucky are you feeling? Because you should be feeling lucky if you're a Sharks fan, because 2-0 up against the good old Coral Springs Charter Panthers is great news. But this is big. 40 minutes in this varsity high school girls soccer competition as we get underway with a kickoff from Taylor Smith. Yeah, it's a big 40 minutes. I mean, the Sharks have 1 foot in the final here, really, but they just need to keep their concentration, keep ahead, and we'll be doing it all again on Wednesday. For the Panthers, they're 40 minutes away from very sadly going out of this competition, but that's what knockout soccer is, and that's what this playoff bracket is all about. Goal kick downfield, and that one is out for the first throw-in of the second half. And that will be a foul and free kick. A little introduction of the teams here. In the white, that's the Coral Springs Panthers. And in the blues, that's the University School Sharks here on the ball now. This is Cyan Kellier. Kellier to Charles, forward. And if this is the first time you're joining us, this is pretty much what you get from the Sharks. Very smart, intelligent on the ball, passing the ball around, not rushing too much, and just waiting for those gaps and opportunities to open up. Well, it's time to say a very, 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 very big thank you to our sponsors, Lamborghini Broward. Thank you for supporting the Sharks and girls soccer in South Florida. Lamborghini Broward committed a bunch of salespeople down there, just as committed as these Sharks players, and they will give you some lethal prices on some of the best exotic cars around. So get yourself down to Lamborghini Broward. Wonderful bunch of people down there. Still buzzing from my own little test drive. A little bit of a casual ball at the back from the Sharks, and that one comes forward. Raskin takes control and sends the ball forward. That's an excellent ball for Wickman. I think Isabella Ruiz for the Panthers. And it comes back the other way. Half a chance for the Panthers here. There's some room over on the right-hand side. Graham does well and just arcs it clear with a swing of that right cleat. Interception by Rico. This time it's Herrera's turn to twist and turn. Helps it up to Dela Cruz and the ball comes through. And once again, Ruiz has to come a long way out of her goal to clear that ball. She might have to be careful she doesn't get caught out by that. I'm trying to send that one into the right channel, but far too close to Ramirez. And Ramirez will say, thank you very much. Take a breath, take a time over this. This is me. My name is Lee from Magic City Soccer. Thank you for joining us. We will be hoping to bring you all the exciting developments with the upcoming USL Super League Women's Professional Team, which has an association with the Sharks. Looking forward to that. I mean, one of the main reasons I'm looking forward to it as well is, oh, Bianca Raskin, please stop. Where does she get all these little tricks from? McDonald controls that nicely. This is Gillette. Just a little mistake at the back there by the number 32 for the Panthers. And that's Abigail Foster. Yeah, very, very excited about the Super League team. But I think it's going to be really good for us in South Florida to have a team that's going to be playing in the winter. If you've ever been to one of the men's professional games around here when they're playing in July, August, September, it's a very uncomfortable experience. And with the storms that we have around here, it can not necessarily be a great spectator's experience. So to be able to play some soccer in November, December, January, I think that's going to be very good for the supporters. And if we get a nice soccer-specific facility, that's going to be really good news. Not just for ladies playing the game here, but for everyone. And Zelnick comes forward. Zelnick doesn't beat Ruiz to that one either. And Ruiz very much playing as a sweeper more than a keeper at the moment. Smith helps it on to Zelnick. Zelnick has had the little bionic leg strapping on one of the legs recently. I think it was the left leg, and that seems to have gone. So whatever little knock that Zelnick was carrying, it looks like she's over that. Etienne just allowed to advance by Jada Graham. Graham not diving in here, just standing her up. Graham was in a little bit late here. The referee has let play go on. The assistant is going to bring it back here. And it may be that Jada Graham has come off worse here, trying to win that ball. We're going to have to train her on here in a little pause just to check on Graham. It doesn't look fantastic for Jada. Teammates going over to check on her, and we need an official or a trainer over there pretty quickly just to check everything is okay. And this would be a big loss for the Sharks. And again, I don't play favourites, but certainly a player that I've enjoyed watching a lot during this season. May just be the way that she fell awkwardly. Certainly was a committed challenge up against, I think it was a team she was up against. Yeah, it wasn't number 17. And they definitely don't need to rush this. Most important thing is the player is okay. Well, a little bit of a concerned hush here, but no, she's back up right, which is always a good sign. It looks like the end of Jada Graham's night, but hopefully it's not too bad. kind of gets onto the John Deere golf cart under her own steam, and it looks like it's not too bad. So we'll take that for the Sharks. A round of applause for Jada Graham. She's had a great season. It would be a real shame if she can't play in any potential final next week. So we're going to have a change. It could be Levine, I think, or Mangan. Yeah, it's Simi Mangan. Thank you, who's coming on. Simi Mangan has kind of been the super sub recently, coming on as a 12th player to fill in when she's needed and done a good job as well. So no one can be Jada Graham, but Simi Mangan is a very good player in her own right. So that's good for the team at least, and a good chance for Simi to get some minutes played as well. And I like seeing it. I mean, obviously, I don't like seeing Jada Graham injured. That's terrible. But the commitment of these young players is just so good, and the way they compete, and it means a lot to them. This game, it's an important game. Zelnick uses her strength well there. That's good play by Sadie Zelnick. Forward for Zelnick. Zelnick up against is it Foster? No, it's the defender who's come across here and trying to get Smith in, but that's too close to Ruiz. Dipping ball. Raskin heads it, but that's one for the Panthers. Well, not if Shayla De La Cruz has anything to say about it. And a nice quick ball. This comes to Zelnick and is offside. Smith might have been offside, but I'm not sure that Zelnick was. I suppose there was an argument that even though the ball was heading for Zelnick, Smith may have been interfering with play because the defender's got to concentrate on two players there. So maybe the right decision from the referee after all. Goalkeeper can see a little space over on the left-hand side and a nice quick ball forward. Lovely little triangle of passing going there in the midfield. I think it's Herrera, Raskin, and De La Cruz. Looks like De La Cruz has dropped a bit deeper into midfield now, but she can play there very well. Got a very good pass on her. And there's no rush here for the home team at all. De La Cruz. And the ref and his weird whistle stopped that one. And we're going to come back for another free kick. I'm going to ask this referee where he got his whistle from. Did he find it on the tri-rail? That's my guess. English policeman. That's a good shout from my producer, the soccer droid. Yeah, maybe he's got a truncheon down there as well in case things get a little bit ugly. Nicely read by, I think, Rico over there at right back. And again, this left winger, Sadie Zelnick, just hoping for that ball to break through. A little mistake from the defender. Kelly back to Charles. A lovely ball forward, and again, they're given offside, but I think the referee had that covered anyway. But I guess he'd want the free kick a little bit higher up the field. Ten minutes gone in this second half. And a cheer goes up for someone who's just arrived at the ground, and they have missed two good goals already. Still 2-0 to the Sharks. They look like they are swimming on into this final game. Zelnick appealing for the free kick, and once again, Foster getting a little bit handsy down there, and that is not allowed. It's going to be a free kick. Wickman is there, but she's going to leave it for Kellier. short from Kellier. Nice stuff from Herrera trying to break forward. Promising from the Panthers, but not the best pass. Right towards Mackenzie Charles, and that one is going to go out for a throw. Going to get 2 changes for the Panthers here. Some fresh legs on for the last half hour of this game. Certainly, I don't think there's any danger of this game getting to 8 goals and us getting the mercy rule cutting the game short. We're going to get a full game in here. The question is, can the Panthers get back into it? Rojas is in there trying to get the ball off Herrera. There's a mistake. Oh, great stuff by Charles. I read that perfectly, Charles. I don't know what these players' GPA average is, but that was some big brain stuff by Charles at the back there. It's not just keeping a cool head, watching that ball, not doing anything silly. Here comes Zelnik. Zelnik is taken out, and that's the goalkeeper coming out and committing a professional foul. I don't know what the red card rules are, but we'll take a replay here, and Zelnik prods it past. My word, that is cynical, and that is a free kick all day long. Goalkeeper can't stay on the field for that, surely. It's going to be a free kick in a dangerous position. If I was Sadie Zelnik, I would be fuming right now because that should really have been a goal. Raskin and Smith. It's your guess as good as mine as who's going to take that one. Smith leaves it for Raskin. Raskin hammers it towards goal. And the rebound was there. Very inviting, but no Sharks could get there in time. And another shot from distance. And that one is easily taken by the goalkeeper. And a moment of excitement there for the Sharks. That would have been the end of the game, I think. 3-0 is really hard to come back from. McKenna Wickman intercepts the ball, but can't get it too far downfield. This is Ateen. Ateen is bundled away by Wickman. I think McKenna Wickman might be thinking about the injury to Jada Graham there, wanting to settle a little score. Ball comes in. I think Rico is back there defending. Raskin gets it out. Here's Raskin again. McDonald with some good pressure there, just limiting the options for Bianca Raskin. But it does come to Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz over the top for Zelnik. No offside here. Zelnik still got quite a bit of work to do, though. Zelnik beats one, beats another. Zelnik from distance, trying to sneak it in near post. But it hits the side of the goal, and that is going to be a goal kick. Good work from Wickman. Wickman to Zelnik. Raskin to Smith, back to Raskin, trying to get it back to Smith. A bit of space for the Panthers here. Herrera is whistled for a foul there on Rojas. Elisa McDonald with the ball forwards. And that one is out for a throw. I think we're going to get another substitution, one each for both teams here. Panthers with the throw-in. Breaks down on the edge of the area. Loose ball. Rojas to McDonald. McDonald wants to go from distance. And that's an easy one for Ramirez. And same as the first half, she'll take all the shots from that distance that the Panthers care to take all night long. It's difficult to beat goalkeeper of Ramirez's standard from all that way out. Lovely stuff. Great little move. Total confidence by the Sharks here. They're on the top of their game. Nice stuff from Herrera. Herrera just seems like she very rarely makes a mistake. She sends that ball forward nicely for De La Cruz, and that's another offside. It's a pretty good tactic playing against the Sharks to play with a high defensive line, because if the ball over the top is on, the Sharks will punish you, but that high line just makes the offsides a little bit more likely. So if that's an intentional move from the Panthers, that's good thinking from them. A little lucky break for Taylor Smith. Smith trying to find Zelnick. It's a little bit behind Zelnick, and she's forced backwards and has to go all the way back to Charles. Charles has some company. And there is Herrera to Raskin. Made that a little difficult for Charles. Charles makes no mistake. Sends it out of the stadium. Well, we will probably have a refreshments break in a couple of minutes at the midpoint of this second half, and then it will be a roller coaster ride to the finish, I'm sure. Kellier plays it short. Sharks just taking their time here. There's not a rush here for them. They can take it nice and easy. But in the end, the ball is possession is thrown away all the way downfield to Ruiz in goal. One of those big kicks from Ruiz, nicely dealt with by B. Raskin. De La Cruz helps it on. Is that Simi Mangan down there getting stuck in? I love that. And it will be a throw-in for the Sharks. It's good work by the right-hand side. A bit of a delay getting that ball back in, but it does come to Taylor Smith. Centered here, danger in the area. Oh, just leaning back there. I think it was McKenna Wickman with the shot. Sadie Zelnick trying to win that ball back, but moved on well by the Panthers, and there's a overlap on here on the right-hand side. That's a good ball into the centre. Herrera and Raskin can't get the ball back. This is slow but good progress from the Panthers. The Panthers want to go from distance. And again, how many times have I have to say it tonight? It's not the way you're going to beat Avril Ramirez. No way. Referee just letting the Panthers have this throw in. Break to Shea De La Cruz. De La Cruz pass one. De La Cruz taking on another. It's still with Shayla De La Cruz. She's got support coming now from Smith. Here's Smith. And again, just they don't need to raise the tempo here, the Sharks. There's nothing wrong with this at all. As it comes to Smith. Smith with distance. Oh! Still Sharks. Ah, my word. I've seen some good goals down here this season. But the technique there from Smith was something else. Sniper that she is. Put the third goal on, and that's going to be the drinks break for us here right now. We'll be back in a minute or so.
They say the best things in life are dreams. Like air planet, it feels like air, it feels like mine, it feels like energize. But time shine. So I roll through good. Y'all pop the trunk, I pop the she got the goods and she got that. I got.
And so we start again the game. This is the last part of the second half. If you want to see a fantastic alternative camera shot of that wonderful goal by Taylor Smith, what you need to do is this: you need to go onto Instagram. I need to be able to talk, and you need to be able to go to @uschoolgirlssoccer, and then I'm sure we're gonna have that wonderful goal by Taylor Smith up there. A lovely slow motion alternative angle by one of our very talented videographers down there. And we'll probably get that post game on YouTube as well, a little YouTube short. I don't know if you have TikTok as well. I can barely keep up with Instagram. I'm not downloading TikTok too. I'm too old to pick up another social network at this time of my life. I'll stick with the Instagram, I think. But yes, there's plenty of good stuff on there if you want to go and check out the U School Girls Soccer channel. And Taylor Smith is in the mood for more here. Somehow gets across, and good stuff by the goalkeeper. I think we might have had a goalkeeper change. Definitely looks like a different keeper jersey in goal there. Number 10, McKenna Wickman doing a great job there. Herrera trying to get De La Cruz away. De La Cruz just times that perfectly, waits for the support to come. Some good defensive positions by the Panthers here in the middle, looking for Zelnick, I think. Lovely ball out to Zelnick, and that's offside by the choo-choo train referee, informing us that the offside train has left the station. And looking back at that Taylor Smith goal, it's if again, like, I don't like to make too many comparisons, but a little bit reminds me of Alex Morgan and the way she strikes the ball, the way she generates such power from not just from the foot and the leg, but from the hips and using the whole body to get that goal nice and low, flying towards the ball, flying towards the goal. Really good stuff. Great stuff there from Zelnick. Low cross, De La Cruz can't get there. That was good work by the Panthers, and again trying to get it downfield to the two forwards, Etienne and Gillette. The ball comes through. Well, another offside there. Here's another replay on the Taylor Smith. No, it's not. My producer doesn't know where he is. Doesn't know what day it is. That was a lovely bit of skill by Wickman instead there as the ball comes in too close to Ramirez. We are going to have another look at the goal. If any goal deserves another look at it, that one does. Smith for Zelnick. Smith was asking for it back, a little bit annoyed that Zelnick didn't find a way to get that ball back to her. Yeah, here we go. Another look at the goal here. Are we sure this is another look at the goal? I don't think it is. It's another great look at Sadie Zelnick's highlight reel. And why not? Sadie Zelnick's highlight reel. That would be as long as that Oppenheimer film, that one. Here she goes again, Zelnick. Then she's going to get to this ball. And that one is just helped out for a throw. Ball comes in, dealt with by the Panthers. Looks like the Panthers are readying another substitution next break in play. Good work. That's the thing about this team as well. It's not all about the skills and the talent. They do all the hard work so well too. And pressure and winning the ball back, making the runs, dummy runs, working for each other. Panthers just trying to brute force their way through here. Kellier gets a touch on that, but Kellier has had an ankle injury and she's not moving great after making that blocked interception. So having already lost Jada Graham, that's a little bit worrying for the Sharks as well. Kellier, superstar centre-back. Just looks like she caught that one wrong. Here comes McDonald. Again, a shot from distance. And a nice confident take by Ramirez. Just over 12 minutes remaining here. It does feel that the Panthers are maybe resigned to this outcome of the game, but they can certainly get one goal back here if they work for it. Well, we're going to have to change for the Panthers. I don't really see too much action on the Sharks bench about a potential change for Kellier. So maybe I'm worrying about it a bit too much. Well, here is a chance for the Panthers. Just can't squeeze that shot on goal. And sensible stuff from Ramirez, not picking the ball up straight away. Buying her teammates a little bit of time to get upfield, get in position. So the Cruz trying to bring that one down and get away on a run. Doesn't quite come off. I'm really looking forward to this potential, this likely final for the Sharks next week on Valentine's Day. Well, a day for that to be on, and a day for everyone that loves soccer. We'll have a final game down here and a trophy to play for. Wickman with a testing ball for Zelnick. Zelnick keeps it in. Goalkeeper takes that one out of the South Florida night sky. Wants to get things going, as you might imagine. Not the best kick, high up into the air, but not very far downfield. Wickman and Raskin are there to take control of it. Kelly looks like she's moving okay now, and that's good news too. Rico with a nice positive ball for Smith. Support for Smith from Raskin. Raskin over to Zelnick. There's no offside here. Zelnick, this is finally her moment. Goes across, just needed someone following it in. Ten minutes of this game left. 3-0 to the Sharks against the Coral Springs Panthers. Charles has all the time in the world here. Goes upfield for Smith. Completely cutting out the midfield. Here comes Wickman. Back to Smith. Smith has got a nice Shayla Dela Cruz style AstroTurf burn on her leg. That is the one where when you're sleeping at night and you turn over onto your side and you wake up stuck to your sheet. It's one of the worst things about playing on these artificial surfaces. Although in South Florida we do kind of need them. But in soccer, when you go over, those pitches don't half burn. Or if you're doing a sliding challenge or something. My coach's advice for something like that was always to get a little bit of vodka on it. Sadly, none of these players are actually old enough to handle any vodka, so that option is not available to them. So it's probably just a little bit of a dressing and just being careful for a little bit. The vodka does do wonders on an AstroTurf burn, though. That's my tip. Yeah. Keeps the infection off, helps it heal up a little bit quicker. But I only endorse the use as a treatment for a soccer injury and not for anything else. Here come the Sharks again, a nice little platform. Plenty of time for Herrera to Raskin. Raskin doesn't want to give up the ball just yet. Here's McKenna Wickman. They're just kind of toying with the Panthers here. Here comes Mackenzie Charles. She says, I'm not having any of this slow stuff. I want to get forward too. And a shot from Smith, and that one is an easy save for the Panthers goalkeeper. Loads of space for Wickman. Wickman turns. She's got Zelnick in a lot of room out on the left-hand side. Instead, it comes back to Kelly and then all the way back to Mackenzie Charles. Some good touches for the defenders today. They don't always have to do a lot of defending, but they're always an outlet for going backwards if there's nothing on for the midfielders. And that's a foul and a free kick. It's quite a run that the Sharks have been on now. It's a long, unbeaten run. I guess they only have to get through one more, and then it's the States. Very, very exciting stuff. Wickman caught in possession, doesn't give up, but does give a free kick away. Zelnick getting back to help out in defence as well. Smith is back there too, just standing in front of the ball. The ball comes in. I think Kellier is underneath it. And then Wickman gets it clear. And Smith goes hunting for it with a high press. And it comes back for the Panthers. They could still get a consolation here. Maybe they want to do another shot from distance. And once again, it's not what I recommend against the Sharks and against Alfredo Ramirez. as this lovely Friday evening draws to a close, it looks like another famous victory for the Sharks. And they might even have had a couple more goals, but for a couple of good runs, pulled back for an offside. Panthers did have the ball in the net, but that was after it had gone behind for a goal kick, so it didn't count. A very efficient performance by the Sharks here. Bianca Raskin is asking for a foul there after McDonald kind of went into the back of her. The referee wants to let play go on. Kelia, who is now moving just fine, so must have just been a little tweak of that that ankle injury that she had. Here she is, Cyan Kelia, looks up. Again, she's got all the time she wants to make her decisions and wants to go all the way back to Alpha Ramirez. Dela Cruz is off after this one. Dela Cruz wants another goal here. Dela Cruz still getting stuck in there, and Dela Cruz gives away a foul. Good pressure from Zelnick. Doesn't quite win possession there. McKenna Whitman gets in the way of the ball. That's going to be a throw and one more substitute for the Panthers. Actually, I think it's a team going off. That's a little bit of a surprise to me. And that's good from the Panthers. They're still trying to play a bit of soccer here, but I think it's Mangan who cuts that one out, and that one goes out, and that one is going to be a throw. Well, if you made it to the end of the whole broadcast, thank you for joining us, and I'm sure you've enjoyed watching this Sharks performance as much as I have. There's still more to come, and you can check out all the upcoming fixtures again on the Instagram account, or check the schedule on Max Preps. But there is a final game to come next week, and that's going to be a great occasion. Having already won their district championship, it will be great to add the regionals too. I'm sure there's going to be a tough opponent in the way before we can talk about another trophy. So it looks like it's Miami Edison who or Ransom in the final, but it's I think both of those teams are good as the shot comes in from distance from Raskin, and I think that game is being played now as we are live, but I think Ransom are the only team to beat the Sharks so far this season that I remember, or at least that I was at, as Zelnick comes forward here. So that would be a good game. Zelnick is tackled. And Gillette trying to get away from Kelia. Kelia as Charles as the last defender. Raskin, that was going to be offside all day long. Well, 3 goals in the end for us tonight. A tap in for Dela Cruz as Ramirez has a little bit of work to do at the end of this game. Great penalty by B. Raskin and a little bit of a Golazzo from Taylor Smith. Is there still going to be a little late consolation at the end of the game here for the Panthers? No, there's not. And the referee blows his final whistle and brings this game to an end. It's another convincing victory for the Sharks by 3 goals to nothing. We go on to the final. I'll see you folks next week for more Sharks soccer.